Oh, right. We are going to start chapter 2, I guess. And I thought I was on chapter 2 already. I checked my hue as soon as I entered the office, and before I realized it, this had already become second nature. Okay, let me check my hue. It's still heliotrope purple. I mean, what has happened? Okay. Oh, look, it showed it. I didn't even have to look at it. Busy people lose sight of what's important, like when their hue gets clouded from a high workload. So you're supposed to take supplements, right? What? I don't want to take the supplement. It's like taking the red and the blue pill, right? What would the supplement be? The red or the blue pill? If you want to take a guess, tell me in the comments what you think. I'm not going to take the supplement. But I did not take the supplements. I did not think a little bit of mental fatigue would pose a problem. Yeah, you know, this character is a psychologist. I should know if I need to take one or not. 1 week had passed since the abduction case. However, we still were not able to get any leads on the accomplice or the cyborg theft case. While the investigations of both cases were still ongoing, the mass medical examination still had to be prepared. That meant the PSB was flooded with work. Okay, real quick. I think I'm going to save this. We're going to save it. Let's see. We'll save it on this one. Okay, go backspace. Okay, here we go. Oh.
Hi. というわけで、天才分析官が助っ人。
Sure, I hope so.
全く猫の手も借りたいくらいだからな。
Okay. Go, I don't know why you're a dog.
失礼ね。猫よりずっと役に立つつもりだけど、それとも猫みたいにこたつでも。
Don't get her going, Ko.
猫は暑さに弱く。
Cats are sensitive to heat, so they can't really do that. I think she's trying to start something here. No, I can't take a joke. Even in real life, probably. This character fits me pretty good, I guess. Okay. Cyborg theft.
擬態盗難事件の大体の資料は見てきたわ。病院内の監視カメラがクラッキングされてて。
It was hacked.
もしかして誘拐事件のクラッカー？
I don't know if he was that high tech, to be honest.
そうと決まったわけではない。
He read like anime. I mean, well, mangas. Okay.
した気配もねえし、いまいち何のために盗んだのかはっきりしねえんだよな。
その辺はおいおい調べていくしかないんじゃない？
Okay, let's start chapter 2, you guys. I didn't know chapter 1 was so long. Goodness.
問題ない。こんな社用の町の病院にはもったいないくらい。
Oh, okay.
安心ね。何でも調べ上げてみせるわ。って早速事件みたいね。
What case are we on? I don't even know what kind of case we're on. And whose phone is ringing?
被害者は2歳の男児。
The victim is a 2-year-old boy. What? Are you okay? The victim was Noya Mitsuhashi, age 2, and after an anonymous tip was made, he was found in an apartment with bruises on his head and stomach. He'd been there for 2 days by himself? There were 3 other members of the Mitsuhashi family. Satoru, oh, is another Satoru? Father, age 34. Kana, mother and housewife, age 28. Oh, she's a little bit younger. And Yuya, younger brother, 6 months old. Just so you guys know, I have no clue how to say some of these names. So just forgive me. And if you're Japanese, please forgive me. I mean, I don't know. I am just a fan of the game and that. So I'm doing my best to pronounce them. This is a tragic case involving 2 children. I hurried to the crime scene at once. Well, kids, this is strange. I'm assuming, yes, cases with police involve kids, definitely, but I'm just not expecting it in this. It was a 2-room apartment in the center of the residential area. 2 of the residents, Kana and Yuya, seem to have gone missing. The mom and the other child. The security system was functioning properly, and it didn't seem like a place where any violence took place. However, Noya certainly was assaulted here. Is that the other child?
ベビーベッドにへこみ、傷などが多く見られます。
Damages and dents are visible in the crib. Since there's a blood stain here? What? Perhaps Noya took a blow to the head on the railing? Oh my goodness, is this gonna get really dark? Am I ready for this? Am I? What? I hope not.
不可解な点も多くあります。
That's my character, but that's a lot of uncertainty, like the scars and traces of repeated abuse visible all over his body.
それってどういうこと？
Yeah, what does that mean?
はい。腹部には
What?
損傷の原因とな
The injuries to his stomach were quite severe, but there were also traces of beatings and internal bleeding that occurred prior to the incident. What?
数日の間にできた。
Oh my goodness. Does this baby have shaken baby syndrome or something? I heard the sound of teeth grinding, and when I turned to look where it was coming from, everyone looked angry. Even the veteran enforcer, Pops, couldn't help himself. Well, yeah, I mean, he's like an old cop. I mean, before Sybil. I can understand that you feel angry toward a child being abused, but we need to remain calm. I recommend everyone take a deep breath and calm down. Okay, yeah, we don't know what's going on yet. I mean, I feel something, Kagagori. I mean, I'm kind of like shocked here, but I think she has a problem. I think her mind's been wiped and all her emotions were like taken out or something. Criminals who commit violence, preying on the weak like children, increase the area stress level and will not be tolerated. I don't think he's trying to get upset. He's just upset about the situation. Yeah, I mean, I would be angry at her if I were him. An enforcer, Kagagori, tried to grab me. Enforcer Suruju held him back. Why would he be this enraged? Well, maybe he was abused when he was a child. But even if you're not abused, this should probably have some effect on you. But when you see it so much, probably not. As Enforcer Suruji said, our job is not to let the incident affect our emotions, but to investigate and solve it. Am I wrong? Man, dude, I'm sorry. Still glaring, Enforcer Kagori didn't stop looking at me. Yes, if looks could kill, it gave me a headache seeing those eyes. A look I had never seen before. Well, you probably will see it a lot. Like when I used to say the wrong thing. When was it? My memories were nothing but a fog still. But I felt like I had seen that look in Enforcer Kagagori's eyes. Oh man, Pops. Why do you have to call her a doll? She kind of does look like one, like I said before. Oh wow, look, there's like wallpaper and that stuff in here. After the interior hollow was turned on, pastel colors coated the room. The walls and ceiling were blue as clear autumn sky, and the floor is green as freshly cut grass. If you guys have never seen Psychopaths, and you guys are just watching this for the police aspect, in Sybil they use like hollows, and you could see the room is like really plain before, but hollows kind of make like images that are not there. I mean, they do this with their clothes, their living spaces, and even it seems like they might even do it with their food. Animals drawn as circular shapes decorated the entire room, the hollow's default design. Yeah, it's definitely for a kid. It's a model of the ideal children's room, recommended by the Ministry of Welfare. Oh, wow. Not only was the room lively now, but the aftermath of the abuse that was on the crib was no longer visible. Oh, wow. When it comes to early childhood, huge development. Kana was quite the earnest mother. There's more cognitive learning toys here than her average. Uh-oh, I cut her off. Well, how do we really know the mom is sick apparent? I mean...
色相が悪化している。きちんとした事情聴取ができるには少し時間がかかるだろう。
We don't really know.
色相悪化ね。父親が犯人ってこと？
We don't really know. It could be both. I mean, maybe the father was upset. He found out something was happening with the mom. Who knows? We need a lot more evidence, I think. Satori's hue is clouded, but he's receiving mental therapy treatment right now. Also, he's been away from home for a few days, so he has an alibi. So he's even been home.
父親は暴行犯が妻と子供を連れ去ったって主張していますね。
Oh, wow. Someone else?
暴行犯な。その割には争った形跡がね。
Well, maybe that's why the crib is messed up.
マンション備え付けの監視カメラの映像は分析中だ。だが、セキュリティシステムによると、マンションの住人以外が侵入した形跡はない。
The owner? Why would the owner be there? Was he fixing something? So they rent. I'm assuming they don't, like, own this.
色相はどうだ？
最新の色相チェックデータによると、年度初めの母子健
And
康
maternal health checkup.
カウンセリングの指導が行われているようです。
Oh, so it might have been up a little bit.
カウンセリング？
Counseling, yeah.
母親には通常より
She has like the baby blues or something?
法と指導が行われますから珍しいことではありません。ただ、
Oh, wow.
母親ってのは子供が泣けば胸を痛め笑ってくれれば天にも昇る気持ちになるそういうもんだが
I guess.
話を聞く限り一番怪しいのは母親だな
Well, you're definitely happy if they're happy, right? I don't know if you feel horrible when they cry. I mean, I guess you do.
まだ計測されていない。親が子供を
Because you don't know what to do for little babies.
決めつけていいことではないぞ。
I know Jinso's upset. He's been showing his anger a lot.
そんなことはお前だって分かっているはずだろ、ギノ。そうではない可能性も。
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't want to believe that stuff.
何でもいいからさ、早く犯人見つけようぜ。もう一人いるんだろ。
Yeah, the perv. We have no clue. We have nothing yet.
いずれにせよ、この町に幼い子供を殺しかけ、連れ去った犯人がいる。
Yes.
一刻も早く見つけ出すんだ。
We need to do that.
監視カメラの映像に犯人らしき姿は残されてなかったわ。というか、消されてた。明らかに不自然な欠落箇所があってね。
Oh, wow. Nothing. And they have so many, like, cameras all over the city.
またなの？やっぱり誘拐事件と同じ
The abduction case? What do you mean? Oh, you mean the one with the two kids that we just got done with?
何人か市外に出た人間がいるけど、全員犯行目的。
Oh, yeah. Why would they really do this to anything? I mean, maybe.
海底ライナーの利用に改ざんした形跡はない。
Okay. This is where they went or something?
ってことは赤鳥の使
Oh, wow.
調子はどうなってる
I was the one in charge of the interrogation, and so I told Enforcer Pops of my findings. His hue is stabilizing, but he doesn't know anything. Since he left parenting to his wife, he says it's her responsibility, which leaves us with nothing. Oh, wow. Okay. That must be kind of hard. Maybe that's why she had a clouded view. Not getting any help would probably do that. Akane, you should avoid letting your feelings interfere with the investigation. And be careful what you say, or it might infect the interrogation process. I thought Akane always follow the rules, but she gets a little bit emotional too. I always thought she was gonna like go over Guju eventually. I mean, I think she did. That's why she was locked up at the end.
ないぜ、あかねちゃん。そう。
Oh, spoilers. Honestly, I don't remember.
締めクガたちの話を聞いた上でその発言をするのは反逆行為とみなすぞ。
おとなしくしてますって。
報告を続けます。
The chance that Satoru fabricated his statement is near zero due to his behavioral psychology of his actions, as well as his Hugh data. So you're saying he's lying?
父親は嘘をついていないとなると完全にやっこさんは星じゃない。
Okay.
発生から少なくとも2日が経過している。行方不明の親子の安全な身柄の確保へ向け、一刻の猶予もない。そう方針を決定する。
Because he didn't have nothing to do with parenting doesn't mean he could have not been abusive, but I don't know.
現場には争った形跡は見当たらない。顔見知りの犯行と考えるべきだ。母親のこういう関係を探っていくのがいいだろう。
まどろっこしいな。
But who would really kidnap them? I guess things like that happen.
これだけのことをしでかしたなら必ず色相が濁る。
Okay, not our gut.
データで行うべきだ。
Levi, what do you think back there?
2班に分かれましょう。鴻上さんは私と一緒に三橋かなえの交友関係。
Okay.
ギノザさんは色相データの分
We're gonna split into two teams. Okay. Sure.
いいだろう。からの森、分析は頼めるな。
Sure. She'll be fine on her own.
私のお箱
How is she gonna go anywhere anyway?
ではクガたちだが、君も俺の班に入れ。
I'm gonna go with you, Jinzo? No. What should I do? Inspect the mother's friends or analyze area stress level? Oh no, I don't know. Do I want to go to Akane or Jinzo? I don't know. I feel better with Akane. I'm gonna go with Akane.
いえ、私は
No, I think that I should go with Akane's team.
なんだと？
What?
君の能力は分析向きだと思うが。
Am I better at analyzing? Yes, but the psychological knowledge I have can be useful when we question witnesses. And since analyst Kurimori is here, it would be redundant if I stayed with your team.
戦力を均等に分散すべきだ。
Okay, hopefully I made a good decision. I don't know.
わかった。いいだろう。
But Jinzo, I don't know if I can really hang out with Jinzo.
真似は慎め。深淵を除く者はまた深淵からも
I won't forget it, Jinzo.
忘れるな。
You're cooler later down the road, Jinzo. It's okay.
心得ておきます。
I like when he gets angry, because that means he's still human. I'll keep that in mind.
係、お前はこっちに来い。常森、構わないな。
Okay? Her eyes are really big. So is this my team?
そうするつもりだよ、こうちゃん。ドロイドちゃんと一緒なの。
I know he doesn't like
子供を
her.
救助するという目的。
Our goal is to save the kid. Let's try our best to investigate the case together, Enforcer Kagori. Kagor.
ああ、わかってるよ。子供は
I said kid. Okay. We return back to the crime scene of the apartment to find out who Kana friends were. Okay. See how plain this is? The hollow makes it look so cool. I love the window above it. It's actually a window. We found more leads than expected. First of all, the contact information of her friends were listed in a handheld address book. Next, her browser was left on a parenting com field, and her browser history showed frequent access. On top of that, she seemed to have communicated with her neighbors too.
さて、よりどりみどりってとこだ。どこから手をつけるかね。
Okay. How did it affect her? Okay, so investigate the nursing com field, question nearby residents, and question friends. I want to do the nursing when she actually went to her visits. I think that would be a lot better. Whoa, this is strange. The parenting community that cannot accessed was a popular site with many users in a variety of forums. She often visited one of the forums seeking consultation on childcare. Oh, that's her avatar? Oh my goodness. A yellow bear. Oh wow. It is friendly and lively, but on the other hand, it is lacking security and reliability. It conveys the immaturity of playtime rather than educational competency. Okay, a bear? She gets it all from a bear. Is it dangerous? I want to raise them with discipline without ruining their hue, but things don't always go well. Recently, the second son just cries, and the first one acts like an infant again, always keeping me up, but my husband doesn't help and doesn't care about raising them. Well, they're just kids. They're little too. Oh. I think her hue would have gone up. Maybe she was trapped and fell down the deep end, which evidently led to her corruption. I mean, I can believe that. Lots of stress. She was overwhelmed with her failure of not being able to raise her children in the correct textbook way. For some reason, conversing with other users caused her to snap. What? I would think that would help, but maybe not. Oh, hey, it's a cyborg guy. There was this golden-haired avatar that cannot talk to. Username A. I'll help you if you'd like. I'll grant you happiness. Yeah, guys, aren't you guys connecting this at all? Let's conduct a background check immediately. You do? You get 2 missing people. We do have grounds. During these past few days, we should have seen his face. Isn't that right? We did. Are you guys gonna say it? Yes, Ko! You're the smart one here. Not only did it appear identical, but when I took a closer look, my head started to throb. It was like I'd seen that avatar before, somewhere yet not in any of the data. I wonder if if the cyborg has anything to do with you, but the thing is, the cyborg was stolen. What was it? It was stolen, I think, probably before your accident. But as long as I can't remember, none of that mattered. In order to regain my composure, I breathed in deeply. And we're back here.
この A ってやつこいつのこともっと調べた方がいいぜ事件直前の母親と関わりがあったわけだしさ
それについてはコミフィールド管理者からの返答を待ってからでもいいんじゃない他の人から見たかなえさんも知りたいし
Wouldn't they have said anything about her hue? I would think, right? It was reported, probably.
どっちの言うことにも一理あるな。Kugatachi監視官。
What does this have to do? Well, I know what it has to do with the first case. What do I think? Oh, so we're gonna pretty much do everything anyway. Questioned by residents. I want to investigate the young boy's avatar. I mean, we're still doing the computer stuff, right? From the chat log, it seems that Kana was really depending on A. There's a high chance that he is a very important witness. Yeah.
つまり俺と同じってことね。なんかちょい意外だけど。
Really? What happened to you?
目的を同じとするのですから。
Because we agree on the same target, do you think that means our methods we choose to deduce this outcome are similar?
わかったって。理屈はいいからさっさと調べてくれよ。
Oh, okay, so he's actually agreeing to something? The chat log between Kana and A was not deleted. Their conversation in the public forum was later continued in a private chat room. Since the browser history saved the password, we managed to check the log easily. Beside me, Akane fidgeted while we both looked at the screen.
これ三橋悟は知っていたんでしょうか
Wow. Is that the husband? The majority of the private logs contained criticism toward the husband, Sotoru, sorry. It was said to blame her for all the children's issues. Even after her Hugh had suffered, he refused to let her go to counseling for the sake of keeping appearances. Oh, wow. But Kana also felt guilty about her Hugh, so she consulted A. Do I fail as a mother by letting parenting worsen my Hugh? A said that was ridiculous. According to him, Kana was not responsible. Noya and Yuya were at fault and should have been good children wanting to please her. What? They're like little kids. Then what can I do even though I follow everything the system says to do? Why does Noya not listen? Why does Yuya always cry? Because they're kids. They cry because something upsets them. All you need to do is remove that reason. What's a reason? There are many possible reasons, but perhaps Noya's and Yuya's existence upsets one another. What? How about it if you separate them from each other? And at Kana's request, A offered her multiple concrete plans. All of them didn't work, but Kana had followed obediently, as some went well and others did not. Okay. What plans? Probably because he's like the only one to really listen to her. In Kana's world, no one would agree with her. People search for a partner that will listen and agree with them so they can improve their Hugh through conversation. Really? Oh wow. Of course. The last line Kana wrote was, "Help me." Okay, she's definitely the person in. We just received word from the commute field administrator. No relevant users of the username A were found. It was like an unofficial user hacked into the forums. Okay, sure. I understand that. The location of A was detected soon after, and it was in a room of an apartment near the abandoned district. According to the data, no one was currently living there. We rushed to the scene. We're rushing? The apartment in question was in the outskirts of the city, with barely any residents. The area's extra hollows were disabled, like the abandoned district across the street. The apartment was listed as unoccupied, but despite that, the mail slot of the front door was left ajar.
ちょっと係くん、いきなり走らないで。
荷物入ってんじゃん。ちょっと早く開けてよ、あかねちゃん。
The package. I see something. Leave it to me. Though I felt a bit uneasy, I stepped forward, and Enforcer Kagagori moved out of the way. It seemed to recognize my abilities now, so I thought there shouldn't be a problem. I see something over there, but what is it? Even if he was filled with hate, nothing should have been preventing him from fulfilling his duties. But still, for some reason, I started to have doubts. Since the electricity in the apartment was still running, the home automation system was operational, and the door was easily unlocked. Well, I guess he's an enforcer. Let him do something. Oh, lots of formula. Enforcer Kagagori pushed me aside and flung the door open. Blocking the entryway was a giant package, and he lunged for it, ready to rip it open. Please wait! Don't just open!
現場検証だよ。証拠物件だろ。
Yeah? It looks like formula diapers, maybe?
だからって勝手に開けちゃダメでしょ。あ、もう箱めちゃくちゃだよ。
アレルギー需要の粉ミルクか。三橋優也が飲んでいたものと同じ銘柄だな。
Okay. After hearing that, I peered inside and stepped into the room.
あ、もう鴻上様で。久我達さん、そんな土足で踏み込むなんて。
Well, if he's going in, I'm going in too. There's a chance that Yuya is in there. We can't waste any time. It looks like the doorway's blocked with boxes. Okay, let's go! Not sometimes. I always think we should follow the most appropriate course of action. Let's go in. Oh my gosh, there's no boxes and there's nothing in here. Enforcer Kagori's shoulders sunk and he let out a sigh. With the dusty room, there were no signs of activity except for the home automation light blinking. There might be something. Inspector Jinza told us he would meet up with us at once. From the corner of my eye, I noticed Enforcer Kagagori was gazing outside the window, clenching his fists. Was he losing his composure again? Milk and diapers and necessities for an infant, so the chance that Yuya is alive is high. In order to rescue him, you should calm down and proceed accordingly. No doubt? I don't know. Let's make sure of it. That's our job, after all. Let's see. I mean, he could be here. I don't hear anything. We don't see nothing but boxes. Yuya's asleep.
ミルクを飲んだらぐっすり。ここに来てから本当にいい子。
There's a lot of pills on the floor.
言うことを聞いてよかったわ。
それはよかったよ。ねえ、あなたも休んだ方が良くないかな。
Where is she gonna sleep?
大丈夫よ。もう少しね。ゆうやの寝顔を見ていたいの。かわいい。
かわいいね。
こんなにかわいいんだもの。
What about the other kid? Where's the other kid at?
幸せになれるわよね。
なれるよ。きっとなれる。だってこんなに素敵なお母さんがついてるんだもの。
素敵？私。
But where's the other kid at? There's only one here, the baby. Where's the 2-year-old? Did they already take him in? Kana laughed with joy, sound asleep within her arms. It seemed like Yuya was happy too. Her hue was a bit clouded, but I'd certainly become clearer. I would make sure it did. Just by looking at the two of them, this mysterious warmth filled my chest. Was it some strange fever? But even so, I didn't sense any danger. Yes, this is definitely happiness. My hue should be really clear too. Be happy, so happy. Yes, yes. Let me see that smiling face.
いい子。いい子ね。
But how strange. Even though she was happy, it wouldn't last like hands that never stayed warm. I could feel that something was missing. A mother and her child? How nostalgic. It was weird. I felt like I had something like that before. Someone like Kana who thought of me and held my hand. Or maybe her mom? Let's bring happiness to everyone. But she might not have a mom. I heard this noise. No, a voice in my head. Ah, that was right. I guess I had one too. A mother of my own, the one who held my hand. Her fingers woven between mine. How had I forgotten? Mother wanted to make everyone happy, and we were going to do that together. Just the two of us? But why wasn't Mother by my side? Was it because I had failed to make Haruto happy, or was it because I was like Yuya and Noya, unable to meet Mother's expectations? I wonder who's talking. That was why if I became a good kid, if I could make Mother's wish of bringing happiness to everyone come true, she would come back to me, right? Is this her, like, memories? Or this woman's memories?
Kanae-san. 幸せ?
何度も聞かなくても見てわかるでしょ?
I guess I'm getting a little bit confused.
とても幸せよ。
そっか。
I wanted them to be happy, so happy, letting the happiness course through. If so, Mother would praise me. She would stroke my head gently, just like Kana was doing to Yuya. Okay. Uh-oh. Babies do that! But because Yuya cried just a bit, her hue color instantly dulled again, and I rushed over and squatted near Kana.
なんで?
なんで泣くのよ。ミルクあげたでしょ。おむつも変えたでしょ。子守歌だって歌った。
Babies do that because they drink a lot, they sleep a lot, and they just cry a lot. That's just how they are. Kana shook her baby. Uh-oh. His head jerked about as if its neck would snap, and his crying grew more intense. Oh no! Shaken baby syndrome.
かなえさん、落ち着いて。大丈夫だよ。ゆうやはちょっとあなたに甘えたくなっただけだよ。
It kind of sounds like this cyborg person is trying to help her, but it just isn't working.
子供が泣いたからって怒る人はいないよ。大丈夫。泣いているゆうやを見ている人はいない。
That's true. Only he can. But they don't even really know.
本当にあんなに泣かせてダメな母親だって誰も言わない？
Why?
だってここには僕たち以外誰もいない。
Are we watching them or what?
ホームセクレタリも？なんで？そんなのダメ。子育て支援がいなかったらどうや？
笑えばいいんだよ。さあ、まずこれを。
That's true. I don't know the cyborg guy is good or bad. I don't really know yet. Kana was really distracted. It was impossible to calm her down with just words. I scraped up a pile of supplements that were on the floor. Okay, so are we really there? I don't know. Or am I the cyborg? I don't know which person I am right now. I think I'm the cyborg.
大丈夫。大丈夫だから。
I think I am. I think I'm reading the cyborg stuff right now. I dripped a handful of tablets in Kana's shaking hands, and she crunched them all up. Soon her eyes became more relaxed, and a smile lit up her face. Oh, wow.
そうよね。お母さんがゆっくりすること。
Oh, wow.
クリアカラーの子供を育てる第一歩だって。
She hummed a low, soothing lullaby, and after whimpering for a bit, Yuya fell back to sleep. I wanted to watch this forever, but there were things I needed to do. Yeah, I think it's a cyborg person. There were empty containers of mental care supplements, mounds of heavy, stinky diapers, clothes stained with milky vomit, and an assortment of tags, packing, and receipts. It wasn't good to leave Kana and Yuya in such a mess. Also, I needed to get more powdered milk and diapers. Oh, so he's actually helping. I gathered up all the trash while watching them.
それじゃあ買い物に行ってくるね。すぐに帰ってくるから少し待ってて。
So far, it sounds like he's just helping. I don't know. Is he gonna be the villain?
もちろんさ。
サトルさんも初めのうちはそう言ったわ。君と直哉のために大急ぎで帰ってくるって。
僕はあなたを幸せにするためにいるんだ。あなたが望むことなら何でもやるよ。
Wow.
そう。
Kana looked downcast and seemed worried, but I still heard the faint hum of her lullaby. Was it okay to leave her? Oh, so it is the cyborg that's talking. Just wait for me. I'll be back. Watch me, mother. I will definitely make you happy. But who's he talking about? His own mother? Oh, this is a new place. Oh, maybe not. We met up at the apartment, which is now a crime scene. It was not completely abandoned, but there were no signs of any people living there. The exterior hollow of the entire complex was disabled, revealing its chipped paint and weeds shut out from all the cracks in the road. This area seemed truly abandoned. It was clearly not a good place to maintain a clear hue, but if the packages were sent here, then Kana and Yuya must have been close by. I wondered how stable they were. Nothing was certain without the verification from the Dominator. Until that moment, I knew I should not give up on them. Oh, so now we're the detective again. I came here to save them after all. But where are they? Please come down, Enforcer Kagagori. First, we have to find their exact location. I don't know where they're at.
そうだな。監視官、今回の一件、三橋かなえによる誘拐事件ってことで。
I mean, I guess you can kidnap your own kids.
三橋かなえによる長男直哉への暴行、および次男優也に対する。
Where is the 2-year-old? Does the dad have him? I guess I must have misread about that.
久形さんの言うように潜伏先ですね。
Yeah. Cohen, no, he's pretty smart. Well, Pops is too.
潜伏先では人目を避けるんだ。おそらく彼女が恐れているのは
Oh, yeah.
リスクより
I can believe that.
隠れるとこなんざ。
Yeah, there is. Correct. This abandoned district is massive since all the buildings still remain standing. Of course it does.
雪とかないんですよね。インフラも整備されておらず、ホームセクレタリもないような劣悪な環境に。
An AI secretary?
すみません。
But they don't know she has a cyborg.
電気や水道はまだ稼働しているみたいですよ。
Oh, well.
ああ、街頭カメラもあるし、清掃ドローンがたまには来るみたいだからな。
Oh, wow. So this is an old neighborhood. I wonder why it's abandoned.
水道が動いている家を探せばいいんじゃね？この近くのさ。だってあれだけのミルクとおむつを長距離運んでたら。
Well, yeah, for them. They didn't know they have help.
空の森に連絡しろ。このマンション周辺の廃棄区画内で現在も使われているインフラを洗い出し、利用状況を。
I guess I could find out how much water and that stuff's being used.
了解。
Yokai. As an enforcer, Kinazuka contacted HQ and enforcer Sujorji approached me from the side. He proceeded with patting my shoulder.
必ず助けてやろうぜ。俺たちの手でさ。
Sure, let's go. Likewise, your survival rate is not 100%, but we should do our best regardless.
存在する以上、私たちは最善を尽くすべきです。
I'll probably have something really bad happen.
多いな。助けるの一言。
Sure, I'll help him.
あらゆる可能性を考
I only act upon logical calculations. There's no certainty that they won't be killed.
そこ。
Okay, but who's gonna kill him? Themselves or she, the mom?
あとは三橋かなえの愛だとか。
Even after saying something as vague as having faith, Enforcer Soroji looked like a man full of conviction. But how could he believe so much in that?
非科学的ですね。根拠が
That's unreasonable. There's no logic to your claim.
根拠があろうがなかろうが、俺は希望を口にするさ。
Oh, that's pretty good.
俺たちはデカだぜ。
I guess you should.
絶望してちゃ誰も。俺たちはみんなを救う希望そのものなんだからよ。
True.
私たちが希望
We give hope. Even though there was no logic or sense to anything he said, I felt a sudden throb pain through my chest. Was it because he aimed for the same goal I had? Was it because he understood that we possessed the same desire of wanting to save someone? Guess we'll have to find out. A few minutes later, soon after we received news from analyst Kuranamori, the location was in a nearby apartment with no proof of any residence, yet proof of the use of its utilities. Okay.
データを送るわね。それと現場の昔の画像が残ってたからおまけに添付した。
Okay, sure. Sounds good. It used to be a grand building lined with Gothic architecture. Now the concrete walls were as cracked and deformed as a cubism painting. Kana and Yuya were in there, and we needed to get to her before her mind became as distorted as the building had become. Well, that's pretty interesting how they explain that. We rushed into the scene. Okay. After a closer observation, the apartment building seemed to be deserted. Dust coated the stairwell and railings. It had been months since anyone was here.
まさにゴーストタウンか。
Wow, why? Why is it a ghost town?
三橋かなえと優也がいるんだな。
はい。今も街灯の部屋は電気
Why?
している形跡があります。
Why was it abandoned?
ギノザ監視官、周辺ドローンの配置完了しました。
Okay, something big is gonna happen.
確認するぞ。
Okay, let's confirm it. What are we gonna do?
ことは一刻を争う。すぐに踏み込むべきだ。
We're gonna raid it!
一人ならそれもいいだろう。だが、優也もいる。いたずらに容疑者を刺激するのは危険だ。
Okay. I understood both of their reasoning. Then all of a sudden... Okay. What am I going to do? I'm going to infiltrate, give order to infiltrate, or conduct an internal investigation. Infiltrate, give order to conduct an internal investigation. So if I infiltrate, I'm going to do it. They will do it. Okay, let's do the middle one. Enforcer Tsuruchiko and Kagagiri, I give you order to charge in. Understood. Okay. I believe in you guys. The three enforcers ran off with dominators and tools in hand, and then suddenly I felt someone grab my shoulder. What? From the search analysis of Kana's recent activity, it's only a matter of time till Yuya dies. She is cornered and will act violently, provoked. Okay. However, I can't see any impurity in my hue. Okay. Understood. All right. Well, I think I'm going to stop here. Let's see if I can stop here and save it. Uh-oh, I got to go backspace. Let's go to 1 and save in one of these slots here. Data 3. Okay, and I think this is where I'm going to leave off. It looks like my hue has changed to blue-violet. So we will see. I will see you next time on the channel, and you gotta come and tune in and find out what happens. See you later, you guys. Have a great night. This is Hyena Toku signing off.